Welcome guys, how's it going? And oh, just pick you up. So yeah, welcome back to the island map in ARK. And today we're just gonna be leveling up Oliver for a special occasion. So hopefully we can get that done. Let me just put my itchy harness down. If I can just let this go. Nope, not that. Okay. Go down. Please. Just double click triangle. Just gonna fast forward this one. After we've contributed on the slow extension of the dodo, I think that's gonna be enough for Oliver now. So basically bumped up more on his stamina plus a little bit of his weight, so he can carry the things that we needed. Because today we are gonna get ourselves an Argentavis. And I'm gonna be bringing my rifle on this battle, and some of my darts, and a gateway. I've built 5 of that. So basically we're just gonna do a trap, a little urgent trap per se. So let's just see if this will be successful. I think we've already outgrew our thatch outfit. It's time for a little bit of an upgrade. So we're just gonna upgrade this to hide, because we don't know what will happen in there when we get on that mountain. We might not make it, so just might as well give ourselves some fighting chance. So we brought some darts, some food, basically just leaving anything that's heavy, because Oliver here cannot carry us. So I'm just leaving the unnecessary stuff, even leveling just the more on the, what do you call this, stamina. So we need to carry more weight, also get there from point A to point B without much stop, because stamina, yeah, it will make you stop. So just leave anything that we don't need. So I'm just doing a final check. Okay, just making a couple more darts, because we might encounter a high level one, and it will take a lot of darts for it to go to sleep. Hopefully this will be successful. So if you think this will be successful, just leave a comment down below. If not, just leave a comment down below. You know, let's get our conversations up down in the comment below. Anyway, thank you guys for supporting me, and hopefully you guys like the content that I'm putting out. Alright, so just triple checking, double checking, because this might be a one-way trip. Let's just close the door. And yeah, before we go, we actually need a prime meat. So I think we need to take care of that first. Basically, we just comment on the other side of the beach and see if we can convert some dodos into prime meat. The way we do that is we're going to use our Ichiorinus, which is the one we tamed the previous episode. And let's just put him down. Double tap triangle, which is the same key to pick up stones. Now, copy or however you pronounce their names, you don't have to worry about them if they're in a small group. But if in any case they're gonna approach you in a larger group, start preparing to attack them, because that's the time that they'll attack if they think they outnumber you. Now let's see. Just gonna put down Fetchy. There you go. And press hold L1 and the app D-pad to order Fetchy to grab a snack. And Fetchy's gonna prepare that snack and eventually bring it back to us. And that snack will be golden, which is an indicator that it's gonna be a prime meat. And please, when you do this, use a pick. I've used a hatchet for some reason here. And you guessed it right, I am doing the audio recording while I'm editing this, because I can't record the audio while I'm playing at this moment, because I get to only play sometimes, and sometimes I do that while in office hours. And I actually work at home, which my partner as well is working at home. In turns, I cannot do a voice recording, live voice recording, because you would hear her. Now, let's just get this last one, and be careful not to target that Bronto, because he's gonna smack us real hard. We do not have the right dinos or tools to deal with Bronto. So just wait for him to bring it back to us, and again smack it with a pike. Okay, I think that will be enough. Don't forget our Fetchy, pick him up, and I'll bring you back if there's anything. Okay, just gonna finalize everything here and see what we need or we don't need, because we need to prepare. So this might be a one-way ticket. So we are ready for the venture, for departure. And just drink some water, because we won't be able to drink for a while. So what I brought was a recipe for a spyglass and a recipe for the jar, the glass jar. Now those needed crystals, which we'll get on the location that we're getting to. So I just prepared the other ingredient needed for those and craft it over there. We need a spyglass to look at levels of dinosaurs from afar. The only way you can see it without a spyglass is if you come near them. And in any case, that's not really an advantageous way to do things. And what I'm doing here is, since we do not have a very high stamina, you need to take a rest, and make sure to take a rest on a safe area. That's why I'm always looking front, back, right, left for anything that's coming to bite us. After we took a rest, we took flight, and I'll see you on the mountain. And I'll also bring you back if there's anything that we stumble upon. Alright, so we're we're just doing an emergency landing here because our stamina is not enough to get us at the top of the mountain. But anyway, we're at the base of the mountain now, and I'm just looking through any creatures that might jump and took us off from our pterodon. And there, we can see what we are looking for. That's what we're looking for. That's an Argent, a very big eagle. Please, by any chance, you're traveling in the redwoods, which those big trees that we were heading towards, and we've already passed through. Please do not be below it. Always go above the trees, because there's a creature that will jump on you and get you off of your mount. Yes, and you'll potentially lose everything because you can't move after they bite you unless you have a shotgun. But early game, I bet you don't. So what we're doing here is we're gathering crystal, and I've made a spyglass. Also, I'm encumbered. Crystals are heavy, so just take what you need. Just basically throw it out. So I've crafted the spyglass first because we need to check if there's any decent Argent in the area. If not, we're gonna go to the volcano. So it's just sneaking through any Argents here that could potentially be our one of the Wright brothers. So I'm planning to name our next flyer as one of the Wright brothers. And here we are at the map. You can pause that. We're basically roughly at the center of the map. And this area here is called the Redwoods. And there's a lot of dangerous stuff down there. And when you're riding a flyer, do not go down, because again, we've warned you a couple of times. Do it at your own risk. So I'm just snipping through Urgents that spawn here and see if we can find a decent one. Oh, I also spotted a Rex, although it's just a level 10. But we can't take that. It's a Rex. Probably has a much higher health than our pterodon. Okay. Just check every corner of this mountain. Usually the Urgents are just flying around it. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I brought a trap, but I'll only put it down until I find a decent one. Which, ooh, a 120. Okay. That's the highest we got so far, and that's a problem. Yep, that you will encounter that. Yes, he is being attacked by a saber-tooth. Although that saber-tooth is a low-level one, but saber-tooth travel in packs. They might overwhelm it. Okay. I'm just watching from afar because I'm riding a pterodon. Does not have a high health nor any damage, low stamina. Pterodon is not really the fighting style of a dino. They're more like, ooh, get up. Okay, so what we saw there was a bunch of hyenodons. Now they'll jump on you, and they will jump on you, like you yourself, not your dino, and they'll get you off of your dino, and they'll smack you instead of your dino. Okay, I'm just very alert here because sooner or later these prime meats that I have will spoil. So that's that. Okay, just preparing my stuff for the trap, and also, yeah, I need to get these guys far from the trap as possible because they will eat any unconscious dino. So I'm just luring them down the mountain. See, they'll jump on you. You don't even care how high. So I think that's a safe area. Just building the trap. I mean, I will be building trap now because I know that the area is safe. So basically the trap is just gonna build a small cage using dino gates, but we're just gonna put a door on the first one. So the concept here is just luring the Argent through the gate and closing the gate and trapping him inside. Okay, that's too near. We need to have at least a gap so we can shoot through it. Let's see. It's really hard if you're first time snapping this through. Okay, let's see if that. Okay, that's a reasonable gap. Make sure that the gap is not very large that an Argent can fit. Okay. Alright, let's put this one here. Alright, I think that's enough. The standard one is putting another one there and putting another door, but I'm experimenting because I'm trying to build this into a slanting position, because so I don't have to close both doors. It's really hard because it's always snapping on the gates that have already put. So just basically putting it like that. Okay, steady. Alright, now that gap you see there, that big gap will be a problem later, but hopefully that won't happen here. Alright, let's put the door here. So the concept is I'm gonna lure the Argent through that door and close it on its back so he won't get out. We're coming down the base of the mountain and see if that high level Argent survived the saber-tooth attacks. Okay. I saw 2 Argents here and I saw another red one, which is the high level one. Let's just see. Yeah, I always turn around to use my telescope, and that way the head of any flyers would not be blocking your view when you're checking out something from afar. So that's one great tip there when you're scoping out. I see he's still alive. I'm just gonna regain my stamina here a little bit. That way we have enough to go on and aggro him to our pen. So right here I'm not sprinting because I'm not too sure yet if it's safe. I see he is still attacking those saber-tooth. Just scouting him out, making sure that he is okay. It's really hard to tell if he is bloody or not because his collars. Okay. Let me just check. Also very wary about these trees here. Making sure that I'm not too near those big trees because thylax folios are just hanging out on those trees. And again, those solid colios will jump on you and take you off of your mount and eat you, make a snack out of you. So I'm not sprinting here because pterodon are much faster than Argent, so I'm just sprinting if he's too near. Okay, he lose aggro. Let's just make sure that he's aggro again. Alright, so just making sure that the distance between us and our pterodon is okay. Now, just make sure that your pterodon can take hits as well. I've bumped up a little bit on Oliver's health here, just to make sure that he can take the bite attacks from this Argent. Okay, I forgot to open this up. Make sure to open up the gate first, and that way you won't have trouble letting them in. Okay, so we're just gonna exit on that little hole that we made, and putting Oliver near it so he will aggro on Oliver, making sure that he does not get off, and voila, the trap works. We managed to close the gate. So what's left is just firing a bunch of arrows or darts on him. Also, there's a chance that you would kill an Urgent if you're gonna use arrows, trank arrows. So didn't take chance on that and just use darts, because trank arrows deals a lot of damage to them. Also, their torpor rates are high. What that means is their torpor is higher than their health, just a little bit. So take that in mind when taming stuff like this. That's for an Urgent. So let's just put a bunch of these shots on him. I might fast forward this one because it might take a short while, and I'll take you back when something comes up. And he's down. Okay, now I know that he takes prime meat, and as you can see, we managed to be on time because the prime meats are almost got spoiled. So if you're taming this on official server, like, the rates are not too high because I bumped up the taming rates for this. That means it takes way less time to tame them. Usually high level ones, it took hours. Yes, it will take hours for you to tame one, and that will only reduce if you have a kibble, and kibbles as of this time, if we're using official server settings, you don't have one. Alright, let's see. Just waiting for him to eat at least one and see how big enough would that be. Waiting. Also, as you can see on my corner there, I already have a jar, and once you have a jar, which will make sure that you can drink water when raining, use it. It will fill up the water. Also, you can drink water. So yeah, I noticed below there's a drop, so I'm just having a check on him because I need him to take at least one bite and see how big enough would that be, because I don't want him to lose torpor as well. Just babysitting him. Okay. Let's see. While doing that, actually, I looked it up, and I was wrong with the name. So it's actually it's not Oliver. So yeah, I changed that. So now it's Orville. Yes, not Oliver. Orville. Orville Wright. That's his name. And this will be Wilbur. Okay, so one primate took half. Okay. But on official server, that's not the case. It might take at least 10% maybe for prime meat. Thus you have to gather a lot of prime meats because it might spoil. Alright, so I'll just bring you back if something comes up. I was just waiting for him to get up here and AFKing. It took a minute. So I'm just gonna name him Wilbur Wright. So those are the first two flyers, human flyers. If you don't know, the Wright brothers were the one who conventionally made the first plane that actually flew. Okay, since we don't have any saddle for him, what we're gonna do is have him follow us with Wilbur and take him home. So I'm just gonna do that. So I'm gonna take you back if something comes up along the way. Just gonna fast forward this one. I mean, skip this one. See you on the other side. So we are doing our first stop here. First stamina step. I'm just checking up. Because these here, below me, or the back of me, that's the swamp. And a lot of nasty stuff lives there. And the most annoying creatures are in there. Some creatures will take you out of your mount, which is pretty dangerous because I didn't level up on the health department. And hide armor will only protect us for a couple of hits. And they'll definitely destroy us, so as much as possible we have to avoid going down there for now. Anyways, so I'm just gonna see you back at the base. And we have landed. Welcome home, guys, and say hello to our new family member, Wilbur. Now, Wilbur will be my favorite amongst the family because Wilbur will be very useful to us. So we're just gonna learn Wilbur's saddle. So I'm just searching it up. Urgent, there it is, level 62. It takes chitin, fiber, and hide. And you can craft it on a smithy. So let's just do it. I know I have chitin here, a ton of it. Chitin. However you want to pronounce that. Okay. I know I have fiber on you. Just gonna take the fiber. Nope. Yep, you can craft it with you. I'm wrong. Not on the smithy. You can craft it on you. And the best thing about Urgent Saddle is it acts as a smithy. Yes. He is a flying smithy. You can craft stuff that's craftable on a smithy on an Urgent. Now Wilbur will be our cargo Bob. He is a much better flyer, more stamina, although slow, but can carry a lot of weight. Now let's see what Wilbur can do for us in the future. Anyway, that has been a great episode so far, and as always, if you like the video, share it, subscribe to my channel if you want more. Also, leave a like if you like it. If you don't like it, leave a comment and see how I can improve my content. Anyways, this is John King Koi, signing out. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Let's go for a spin, buddy. Just gonna fly.